A very warm and good afternoon to you all. This is our video presentation of our white 69 plates, 38,900 miles, two owner, locally sourced, direct from the owners David and Laura. David has decided to hang up his driving gloves, and we have networked with them and purchased the car just last week. So it's here, it's looking very fresh, and it's had the treatment we give to all our cars, which is a full interior and exterior detail. We don't leave any stone unturned, and as you can see, we do not edit or compromise any video or picture. Every video is the genuine one take image, one take video. The business has been established for almost 29 years, and next year we'll see us celebrating 30 years in business. All our reviews are available on Facebook, Auto Trader and Google, and we've also been inside the 1% of Auto Trader dealers that have had consecutively been voted highly rated since 2018. So we're very humbled and grateful for that. So this is a locally purchased car originally. It was purchased by David and Laura from Holcroft Group, which is Renault and Dacia. And of course Dacia is now wholly owned by Renault Motor Company, so all the equipment inside the vehicle you'll find in the Clio and other Renault models, including the engine, which is a very perky 3-cylinder 900cc turbocharged engine developing 90 brake horse. So a really useful performance. There are two engine trims. One is just over 70 brake, and the one as a turbo is 90 brake. So a nice competent engine. It has some nice features, and I'll take you inside in a moment and show you those. So body wise, the odd stone chip which we've touched in, there's nothing really to write home about. I will go around and show you a little mark on the rear bumper, and there's a scratch on the rear window on the glass, which I think may have been caused clearing some ice from the windows, and a stone has got caught between what he was using to clear it with and the glass, but it's certainly nothing that needs replacing, but I'll show you that as well. Tyre wise, it's had two new front tyres on it very recently. It's also had a new battery on it, which is genuine Renault battery, Renault Dacia, and those tyres are very, I would say about 6 or 7 mil of tread on them, so all the wheel trims are in good condition. It's not alloy wheels, it's wheel trims, which gives you a little bit more suspension when you're going over our rough roads that we have at the moment, don't we? We seem to have everyone suffering with very poor highways, so we won't go into that matter on this video. I'm sure you have your own thoughts about the highways where you are. The windscreen is free from anything that should cause you concern. There are no cracks, chips in the windscreen, and inside the car it's a very similar story. We do have a service book, and there are five service stamps inside the book. We will be having the car checked through our workshop, and there will be a written report as to the condition of the vehicle, which you will be given upon collection or have the car delivered. Some of the features inside is the passenger airbag, and you can turn it off just here. It's quite useful. Just press it in and turn it into the off position, and then if you want it back on again, you press it in and turn it on to the on position. Electric front windows, all working nicely. There's a 12-volt power socket. There's air conditioning. It's It's a 5-seat vehicle. You'll fit 2 in the front and 3 in the back if you want to. You'll fit 4 in it very comfortably, and it does have a spare wheel. So there is a spare wheel of this car, which is a huge benefit. So there are the few little marks on the back glass, and unfortunately there's not a lot we can do about it. It doesn't impair the vision, and it doesn't make the car look terrible, so we're just making you aware of that. And the second area I want to show you is it's a tiny little indent just there, just there. We've touched it in, and it's again, we think it's in keeping with the vehicle's age and mileage and price range. So if you want that attended to, we can arrange to have it attended to for you, but it's probably going to be £150, I would say, if you wanted that attending to, but it's there. And I think you could easily do it yourself anyway. Again, it's an easy thing to do. I'll show you the boot. I've got to go inside the car and pull the lever, so we'll just do that now. I'll just pull the lever for you, just down here. We'll go back. I'm walking backwards, so I hope I don't trip up. And there's your boot. So there is a rubberized floor boot mat in there. That's a rubberized, you can see that. It's a Dacia as well, so a good solid mat. You have a jack, and on the opposite side you have your wheel brace. And under the mat is a boot floor, and under the boot floor is the spare wheel. I would say the economy on this car should be getting high 40s, maybe even 50 miles per gallon combined. It does have nice daylight running lights, sort of set of 4 little lights there which are permanently on. Car's available with car finance and part exchange if you need it to do either. Although the deal that we offer with every car isn't with you taking our finance or part exchanging your car. You can choose to do so, or you can choose to buy the car with your own finance and not part exchanging. So that goes to every one of our cars. Mileage is 38,900. So if I did say 39, it's my apologies. It's almost 39, but it's not quite there yet. It's Bluetooth and air conditioning just here, and then you have a simple system of ventilation, heating and ventilation. Let me just see if I can just steady the camera. Close the door. Let me just turn the fan off so it doesn't interrupt the sound quality. So there's your air conditioning, just there. And you've got the flow of direction. Let's just see if I can put some light on. Flow of direction, that's your hot and cold. Lights on the left hand side, side lights, headlights, dip beam and rear fog light, of course, when your lights are on. The steering wheel is adjustable. Sorry, I missed telling you this little twist that, and you have a hidden USB port in there, so it's in addition to the one here. So you have 2 USBs, so that's pretty useful. It is a digital radio and it is Bluetooth streaming, so at the moment my phone's in my office and it's picked it up. Whether it's just out of reach, I think, but it has actually shown on there. Now the radio,
the world's top banker, who was caught
and you
sounding
do
off about
have
home Gen Zers.
Also, which is from Renault. You'll notice, those of you that may have had a Renault car, you've got the remote controls for the volume and the radio and the source of what is coming through the speakers. That's remote control. And what else have we got to tell you? Stop start, you can override that just down here, just there. There's your handbook, manuals, etc. And just an altogether really nice car. It's 5-speed gearbox, reverse gear, and there's your parking sensors bleeping. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we've got digital radio, FM, Bluetooth streaming, and you can control it on the controls here, or you can go through the remote control just there. So yes, a very nice car, very good value. Should be a great second, first or one family car. It can cover all those things very well indeed, I would say. Certainly hasn't done very many miles and it's in a really good condition, and we have purchased the car from the previous owner, and the only reason you're seeing it now is because David has decided at 87 years of age it's time to hang up his driving gloves, and that's the only reason the car is here. Now you appreciate he's taken some months to think about it because it's a big decision, and I actually had sort of known his wife from some years ago, so it was nice to meet up with him again, and we had a handshake and the deal was done, and now you see the car in front of you. So I'm sure it will give someone 3 or 4 or 5 years of good, reliable, solid motoring. It's a 2019 on the 69 plate Dacia Sandero. It's classed as a 909, I think, the cc, 1 litre perhaps. It's 3-cylinder, it's 90 brake horse, turbocharged. So I would always suggest that you run the engines on E5 fuel, and in fact there was just over half a tank of fuel in it. I'm not sure that it was E10 or E5, but going forwards, if you use E5, for how much fuel this car will hold, you'll get better performance, and you'll be doing this engine a favour as well, because it's just a better fuel. We do buy cars like this, so if you do want a price on your car, or a neighbour or a work colleague, go to www.webuyyourcar365.co.uk, and I will get back to the person with a bespoke evaluation and appraisal of their vehicle. Thank you very much for listening and watching, and we hope you have an enjoyable day, and we'll wait your instructions on this beautiful 2019 Dacia Sandero. Thank you.